What is up, everybody? TechChucker here, and welcome to episode 12 of This Week in Dioramas. Now, if you're not familiar with how this show works, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking diorama projects out there, and I showcase them right here on the show. Now, if you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag ThisWeekInDioramas. That'll give me the best chance of finding your projects so I can showcase them. And one quick note, I did get a new laptop, so hopefully you're noticing a little bit better video quality, maybe a little bit better audio quality as well. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Maybe you didn't notice anything different. I'm hoping you did, because last week was kind of bad. So hopefully it's a little bit better this week. Alrighty, we're about to get started, but before we can do that, we need to reveal the winner of last week's fan vote. Now, if you don't recall who we were voting for, it was the Sewer Detolf by Dr. Fomenstein, the Sci-Fi Diorama by Spiral Dioramas, the Warehouse Diorama by Lorenzen Dioramas, the Sewer Diorama with the Water Effect by Sev_DV, and the Lit Warehouse by Valhalla_Dio. All of these were amazing dioramas, but there could only be one winner, and the winner is the Warehouse Diorama by Lorenzen Dioramas with 51% of the vote. Congratulations to Lorenzen Dioramas on the win. This was a really nice looking project. Thank you for participating. Thank you to everybody for participating and voting. Alrighty, we've got a pretty amazing show lined up for you this week, so let's go ahead and jump right on into it with this absolutely epic diorama coming from Craig's_modeling_corner. I gotta say, this thing is absolutely fantastic. It's pretty unbelievable how, this thing is so crazy. Look at all of the detail, and there's also some more of the diorama down here. I don't know if that's like some sort of truss system or what this is, but this is just absolutely amazing. So this is an HO scale diorama, so that is train scale. I don't remember exactly what that amounts to in the scaling that we're talking about. Typically with action figures, maybe it's definitely not 1/12, it's maybe 1/48, 1/64, something like that. Someone let me know in the comments below, but just look at cycling through this. So this is the Cartwright's Machine Shop. Is that the, no, that's not the, I'm thinking of the PBS woodworking shop guy. But look at all of the detail throughout all of this. This is an absolutely amazing piece. Awesome work. I mean, wow, look at what we've got down here. Your stonework is so good. And I believe this is, a lot of this is just foam and wood, probably balsa wood or whatever. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for using the hashtag. I did ask if you would, because I really wanted to be able to showcase this. It is just an unbelievable piece. Here is another really cool display coming from Lorenzen Dioramas. It's very similar to last week's, but obviously has a little bit different styling, and I just really like your work. I think you do very clean work, very creative. I love the wood that you've got here on the side of these stairs, and the wood walls as well. I believe that is wood. You can see little nail holes there. That's a nice little touch. And then yeah, this just looks really cool. Let's see, it's 1/18 scale. You do a lot of 1/18 scale work. Look at all those details. Very nice. Look at that. That looks really good. I wonder if there's a closer shot that shows those nail holes, because I think you painted them, at least on this side, to have kind of a shine. So I don't know if you actually used metal or if you just painted a little bit. So very cool. Go check out Lorenzen Dioramas. They do a lot of really great work. Here's a nice one coming from Jimmy W0, or actually W0O. It's just a single picture. I really like this diorama. It's looking really cool. It's a Walking Dead display. No other information, so I assume it's 1/12 scale. Lots of trash and whatnot here. I like the paint that you've got on this roll-up garage door. That looks really nice with the corrosion here and then the different weathering. Your pipe looks great, so awesome job with this display. I really dig it. Would love to see a few more pictures. Maybe, I think you did post some more pictures. Not sure if it was this display though. Moving right along, this one is from High School Creations. I believe they made this. A very special thank you to blank for the recent purchase. It was great working with you. I'm assuming High School Creations is the one who made this, and they sold it to Jerry Boutad. So look at this display. It's very, very nicely done. I like the stonework. It looks really good. You've got some nice little control electrical boxes here. It's a nice sign. Only the single picture, so we don't get to see any of the other details. There might be some more pictures in your profile, but I'm not going to go cycling through that looking for it. So this is what we're looking at, and I do dig it quite a bit. So nice job to High School Creations for this little display piece. Next is coming from Xenoworks HeroWorks. This is a really impressive display piece, very different from some of the stuff that we've seen in the past from them, and I really dig it. This is a Ghostbusters River of Slime. Look at this. That looks pretty nasty. I love the lighting that you've got here. Very clean. Look how clean that has been cut. Very, very nice. I love it. And let's cycle through some more of these. Yeah, this is looking really good. I like this grate that you've got here on the floor. This is just a really solid piece. Whoever is buying this is getting a really nice display piece. So awesome job to Xenoworks HeroWorks. Hit them up if you are looking for some commissions. And here's another diorama coming from Xenoworks HeroWorks. I really like this one. It's again very unique and different from what we've seen in the past. This is a Joker layer sort of display that looks really cool. I love all of the different colors. Obviously it matches the theme with the Joker very, very well. I think this is really cool. I like this little mesh that you've got here for the fence. I think it's different. It looks really, really fun and kind of sinister. So we get a wider shot here, which looks really cool. All these little different blocks of color is really adding to this, and it makes it look like a crazy little fun house. So I really dig it, and especially these lights, that looks awesome. So great job to Xenoworks HeroWorks again. Here is a display prop piece from Jabbo Graphics for an Iceman, and this is really looking pretty impressive. I like the way that you did this. It looks super good. The sculpt is looking nice with the little ice drip coming down here, the icicles. Really nice paintwork up in here, I guess down here on the base with a little bit of blue shining through. I think you did a great job with the ice effect when his hand is up on this. Originally I was thinking, I don't know if I would want it like this unless this piece comes off, except who's going to use this without him shooting the ice? So this is just a great piece. I really love it. Thank you so much for sharing it with us so that we can showcase it here. And again, if you are just watching this and you're not sure if you should be tagging your props and or these kinds of display pieces, definitely use the hashtag, because not only do we do dioramas, but we do props, we do diorama display pieces like this, not just buildings. Next is coming from Jacoto1013, and we're just going to go ahead and cycle through these pictures. This looks to be another handball court, and I really dig this. I like what you've done here, especially right in here with the brick that is showing through what would be probably concrete or stucco or something that came through, and I really dig it. And I think you've got a closer picture right here. Look at that. So some people might be thinking, oh, well, that brick looks really, really messy. Here's the deal. If it's brick that's been covered with stucco or something like that, there's still going to be some of that stucco stuck to this, and it's going to make it look like this. So I really like this attention to detail that you threw in there with this little piece. I think it looks great. And just take a look at this wall here. Really nice weathering. It looks all nasty. You've got some sort of vines or something growing over. So this is a really impressive piece. I like your work. You got a couple of handballs sitting on the ground there. Nice graffiti. So awesome job to jcoto1013. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Next is a dumpster coming from Lucas Tattoos. Now you need to note that he works, it appears typically in 1/24th or 1/25th scale. So this is a very, very small dumpster. And yeah, we kind of have to have a dumpster in nearly every episode, don't we? But this is a really nice piece. And I think your paintwork is really good, especially at this size. I mean, it looks really good with the little bit of rust and junk that you've got going on there. Your graffiti is looking really good, and then you've got some trash in there. So this is a really impressive piece. I like it a lot. I think you've got a quarter here to show some of that scale. So a quarter is about an inch tall. So it's maybe 3 inches tall. So that's a pretty small little piece. So awesome job to Lucas Tattoos. Here is a cool display piece from BTDATDBS, and I think they said before that you could just call them DBS. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it was BTD. Crap, now I got it wrong. Anyway, this looks really cool. So this is 1/12th scale, Hank McCoy X-Mansion Laboratory. They sold it, so you missed out on that, everybody. But take a look at this. This is really impressive. You've got a nice ceiling up here, which looks good. Some shelving. Very, very cleanly done. I really dig it. I like these little posts that are coming down. It just really adds to this. So this is a great display piece, and whoever it is that bought it really got a cool diorama. Up next is a really amazing diorama coming from 1-10 World. We've seen a lot of their work, and he does amazing work. It's obviously 1/10 scale, made from timber, hula skirt, and other bits and pieces. And this thing is so impressive. I love it. It's a little tiki bar. It's very, very fun. Look at that. You've got these little car kits that he paints up, and wow, your paint work is phenomenal. Just look at this. It's so realistic looking. And I love how then you take these pieces and you bring them out into, be it a beach or wherever. The last one was a harbor, I think, a wharf, and it's just so amazing the work that you do, and then you incorporate it and take amazing pictures. We can see the shadow of you on there, but look at this. This is so much fun. It's so cool. It's unique from what we typically see. So thank you so very much for sharing this with us. It's just another fun take on how you can do dioramas, and your work is always so very good. Your paint work is amazing. So thank you so much. Now, if you're like me, you probably buy a lot off of Amazon, maybe even a little too much. Now, your purchases from Amazon can support my channel just by doing what you've already been doing. Now, there's no added cost to you and no strings attached. All you need to do is follow my Amazon influencer storefront at amazon.com/shop/TechChucker and shop for the action figures you are already going to buy. At my store, I keep track of the prices of tons of action figures from Marvel Legends, Mezco, SH Figuarts, and so much more. And I curate shopping lists that you can easily browse. I even have a deals of the day list that you can watch for the best deals, so you can quickly grab that tough to find figure before everyone else. So whenever you make a purchase using the links from my store, I'll get a small commission, but your cost stays the same. So go to amazon.com/shop/TechChucker now and follow my store and explore all the shopping lists and buy what you like. That's all there is to it. Thank you for supporting my channel, and happy collecting. Next up is this display from Racer John Beto. I haven't seen anything from you in a little bit, and then you threw a bunch of stuff at me, and I love it. This is an X-Men hallway. I'm assuming it's 1/12th scale. Let me know if that is incorrect. Love the lighting here. This is awesome, and there's a lot of it here. I'm wondering what all you did. Maybe it'll show up in the rest of the pictures, but we've got the X door here. I wonder if that's, I doubt that that's functional. If it was, that would be really cool. But I love the floors, the walls. It looks so it just looks so good. So awesome job to Racer John Beto. This is a fun display piece, especially with the lighting. So awesome job. Go give them a like and a follow. Here's a cool display from Vasco Toys. This is a solid display piece. I really like your stonework and the paint, looking really nice. And I like these little signs that you've got here. Those look really, really good. Let's see if there's some closer shots. You know what? I didn't notice before, but this floor looks to be almost like an aqua green. That's kind of cool. Is that water? No, that's not water, but it looks very much like water. But I like it, whatever it is. So this is an awesome piece. Vasco Toys has some really good paint talent here, and I'm just glad to be able to showcase this. It's looking really good. Next up is another Dragon Ball Z display coming from Toy Bills. They're just kind of cranking these suckers out now, and this one is looking even better than their previous. I think they are looking at doing some commissions on these. So if this is the sort of style display you're looking for and you don't really want to build it yourself, go hit up Toy Bills and see what you guys can agree upon. But look at this display piece. It looks really, really nice, and it's going to be perfect for those Dragon Ball Z figures. Look at that, really impressive. I like the sculpt. The paintwork looks great, and your grass on here is really looking nice. So awesome job to Toy Bills. Look at that. That is so epic. Wow, great job. This is awesome. Next up are some little props from Lucas Tattoos. Again, 1/24th scale spray cans. And look at that, those are really cool. And obviously I like that you've got it in front of some actual graffiti you've got on your diorama. But this is just so cool, very subtle, but those look really impressive. Wow, those are fun. I'm assuming that you printed that off and taped them on, glued them on, whatever that is. I'd love to know what you actually used to make the top of the can and then the little red actual spray tip. Awesome, those are really cool. Tedious, and this one's got a cap. Awesome, this is great. Next up is this display piece coming from Seething_Customs. Really digging the brick behind this. I don't know what this would be, but whatever it is, it looks great. I think you did a really, really nice job sculpting that in. Let's cycle through a few more of these pictures. Look at that. I really love the paintwork that you've got on, we'll just call this concrete or stucco or something. That looks really nice. I like the little paint differences that you've got, especially right in there. And then your cracks, those look so good. So awesome job to Seething_Customs. Would love to see a wide shot of the entire diorama, just because I think this thing looks really impressive. I'd love to see more of the floor. I'd love to see a little more of the floor and whatnot. Is this one of those Kickstarter figures? I can't remember if that's one of those Kickstarter figures. Let's see in here. Well, anyway, this is a really cool display, so go check out Seething_Customs and give them a like. Next is not a diorama, but this is coming from Meg_1999, and they took a Batman vs Superman Batmobile and they repainted it, and I was really impressed with the paint job. It's very unique, very different from what I've seen before, and I just wanted to showcase it because it looks really, really nice. I like the red accent. It's really looking impressive. So this is other things that you can do to really enhance the look of your displays by painting these different vehicles and props and whatnot that you might find, and give them a little extra life. And this is looking really cool. So thank you Meg_1999 for sharing. I think you did a really nice job. This next one is coming from Rhino_Dioramas. Hit them up if you need some 3D printed pieces. They have a store on rhinodioramas.com. Go check them out. But look at this display piece. Really digging the cityscape print off that you've got back there, and then obviously the diorama is looking really good. Look at all that. That seeping through this grate-like thing here looks great. The paintwork on this stone down here, wow, looking really impressive. And then I really like this pipe with the valve there. That's also looking really awesome. And I'm guessing that these here, these little accent pieces, are probably 3D printed. So that is really looking impressive. I think they've got another post with some more pictures of this. Yep, right here. This might be a slightly different version of it, but again, same concept. Really digging this roof. That looks good. Look at the paint difference there. You've got the black accent along all of these seams, or we'll call them seams, and that's looking good. Look at this little unit. I don't know what that thing is, but it looks really good. So awesome job to Rhino Dioramas. Some really cool work. Look at that. It's a little TV antenna, old school style, with the cables and whatnot coming. Just look at the detail on here. You got a light, functioning light. So awesome job to Rhino_Dioramas. You do some really good work, and thank you so much for sharing this. We're not quite done with Rhino Dioramas. They also posted this piece, which is a 1/6 scale D12 size diorama for Mad Max figures. And this engine is, I believe, entirely made by you, and I believe you 3D printed all of this. And look at that. That is impressive. Now, if you didn't 3D print all of that, let us know. I'd just be interested, but I know that you painted it, and I'm pretty confident that you 3D printed this as well. And it is looking so impressive. Your paint skills are off the hook. This is amazing. Look at this belt. That's so cool. So awesome job. Again, go check out Rhino Dioramas. Hit them up if you need something 3D printed, because they do really good work. Also, they do sell their dioramas, so go check them out. All right, we are slipping another one in here from Xenoworks HeroWorks. I really like this piece. This is essentially a bridge highway sort of display piece. Again, I thought this was very different. This is a Hot Wheels display, so a 1/64th scale street, and I just really like this. It looks really good, and I bet you if we had some cars on there, that would really pop and look nice. Look at the like shrubbery that you've got down below here. Some damage right there on the actual concrete and asphalt. So the paint work is looking really nice. So awesome job to Xenoworks HeroWorks. Again, thank you so much for sharing and using the hashtag. Next up is this display, another one coming from Seething_Customs. This is a really impressive piece, lots of stonework, and it looks really good. I'm not sure if this is sitting in a shelf or what it is. I think it's just in a shelf, yeah. Really digging it. I like the lighting that you've got going on here. Let's cycle through a few of these. Whoops. All right, so do we have any information? 1/12 scale Temple Commission diorama made for that person. It was made to fit into their shelf and can also break down and fit into a D12. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's cycle through some more of these. Look at that. Lots of nice moss and whatnot. The paint work is looking really good. Not sure what that, some sort of picture to make it look like there is more beyond that. That's kind of cool looking. So great job to Seething_Customs. This is a really nice piece. Okay, so here is it taken apart a little bit more, a little more detail there. So awesome. This is a tomb. Cool. I like it. Thank you so much for tagging so that we could showcase it. Next is an absolutely epic piece. This is from Laser Shot. That's a 0 instead of an O in the end of his name. And this is, what is it? It's a Masters of the Universe Grayskull type of display. And look at this. The sculpt and the paintwork are phenomenal on this. This is just absolutely amazing. Look at all the color variation in the stone. That's amazing. You've got like a brownish bronze almost in that stone, and then you've got the blacks throughout, and then the green is really popping and contrasting really nicely with your stonework. This is just a great piece. I really love it. It's so good. I love everything about this piece. It's so cool. So awesome job to Laser Shot. This is again, really impressive. Your paint work is really on point with this one. So go check out Lasershot. Make sure that you give them a like and let them know what you think of this display piece, because it is pretty darn epic. All right, this next one is absolutely epic. I love it so much. This is from Papa Palpatine Photography. It's actually kind of hard to say. Look at this picture. One, this picture is amazing. And two, he's going to show us exactly how he made the diorama to get this picture. And we've seen a few from him before, and this is just so cool. I love that he shares this to us and tags it with the This Week in Dioramas, because we get to see a little bit of the behind the scenes. Take a look at this. This is what he built. He's going to have a slightly further out picture. Look at all of what he's got going on here. This is so cool. Now, we've seen him using this spot, I think, a few times, and he just keeps, you know, changing it up and making it look a little bit different. He's got so many little things in here to give that effect, and it is absolutely amazing. Look at this rig that he's got for the camera up above. He's got some of these little LumaCube lights. That's a light. That's not actually a camera. This is the camera. So there is an amazing amount of stuff going on here, and this is just, you know, stuff that he's found out in the woods, some dirt that he brought in, some moss and whatnot. This is just so cool. So again, your diorama doesn't always have to be a standard foam display. It can be stuff like this, and you can make some pretty amazing pictures. I mean, look at that. It looks like it's straight out of the movie. So awesome job to Papa Palpatine. Thank you so much for sharing. Next is a really unique display from Shanuff, 2099, and this is just kind of a neat little display piece that it looks like it's a 30-minute project. I wish my projects could take 30 minutes to do, but take a look at this. It's a little frame. You've got broken glass and whatnot, and it is Iron Man flying out of this picture, which is a really cool idea. Take a look at all of this detail that we've got going on here with the smoke and the fire. Nice paint job with the flame and the smoke. I really am digging this. This looks really good. Take a look at all of that. Super cool. Really digging this. So thank you so much for sharing. It's a really unique display piece that you can put on your wall for a 3D picture style look. So this is a really cool piece. Next up is a warehouse display coming from Henry715. I believe they were raffling this off. It is currently closed, and this thing is really cool. It is 15 inches tall, 14 inches deep, 20 inches wide, includes everything except the Deadpool. So whoever it was that won this raffle, it's getting a really awesome display piece. I really like the signage that you've got here. There's so many little details. Your paintwork is awesome. Look at the brick. It looks so realistic. It's really good. So I am always amazed when I see Henry715's work. He does some really, really good stuff. He's got his own YouTube channel, so go check him out on YouTube. He's got some, I believe, some tutorial videos out there and whatnot. So this is just a great display piece. Thank you so much for sharing and tagging it with us. Next is coming from the Chris Lyons. Again, this is very similar in style to another diorama that they did. This is a commissioned piece that is really looking awesome. I'm calling this kind of a neighborhood apartment, and it is looking really epic. It's essentially like a brownstone style New York building, looking really, really good. As always, Chris does amazing work. Check out the concrete work that he's got here. It's not just gray. He doesn't just do gray. He's got some little accents of brown and whatnot throughout. So this is just a great piece. I love the window. Just the clouded look is so clean on this. I'm wondering what you'd used for that, because I still need to get some clouded type plastic. I think somebody said a cutting board would work. There's a certain kind of cutting board that has this look. So I'm wondering if that's what you're using. I love these green doors. It looks awesome. So again, go check out Chris Lyons. Does some amazing, amazing work. Make sure you hit him up for a commission if this is the sort of style work that you are interested in. And as always, thank you so much for using the hashtag. Next up is a piece that was not tagged, but I really had to showcase it, and it was actually tagged by the Diorama creators Instagram, and I really am glad that they tagged this. It is an amazing piece. I believe it's just this single picture. This is from satisfying_woodwork, and I actually spent the last like 2 hours of my evening last night going through all of the videos that they have on their Instagram. It's really unique. It's people doing really cool woodworking projects that are just so unique, and this is another one of those that is just absolutely amazing. It's like an 1880s dollhouse. This is so epic. It's really, really cool. So really cool to be able to showcase this, and so that way then you guys can see it and maybe get some ideas for some projects of your own. Next is a diorama piece coming from Crashbox Customs. They do amazing work as always. This is a subway station, and it was for the Mezco Warriors display at San Diego Comic-Con. This is a really cool piece. I really dig the way that you did this. The paintwork looks really nice. It's kind of dirty and grimy like a subway station would be. And here's the actual display. I have to be honest, I don't know anything about the Warriors. I believe it was a movie, I think, but again, I don't know anything about it. But really cool display. Thank you so much for tagging it. Here is a really unique display from My Marvel Customs. Now, you used the This Week in Customs hashtag. I'm assuming that you meant This Week in Dioramas, because this is a really cool display piece. I think we've showcased them once or twice before, and they do some really unique pieces. You probably can't see in this picture, but this is a picture frame, similar to one that we just did a little bit ago, but this is all lit up. There's lights throughout this display. Let's see if we've got some. There we go. Look at that. What a really cool display piece for a house, and it's essentially 3D art right on your wall, and I love it. It is so cool. We've got the X-Men fighting. There's a Sentinel down there. You've got lights in this little building here, and then there's like a portal sort of thing that this Sentinel is coming through, and this is just so epic. How cool would this be to have in your living room? Just an absolutely epic piece. So thank you so much, My Marvel Customs. Next time, let's make sure we're using the This Week in Dioramas. That way then I don't miss it. All right, this next display I thought was real when I looked at it, and it was disgusting. This is from Kraken_collectibles, and this is a great display piece, but it's disgusting. This toilet is absolutely nasty. And I'm saying that in a good way, because you did a great job. Looks like it's almost finished. They've got a few things that they need to add, like some handrails and what have you for this, but this is a really, really good bathroom display piece. Looking good. Post it up once you've got all of the other pieces on there. I'd love to see what other props and other pieces you throw in here, but this is looking really, really nice already. Next up is this little fence piece coming from Galactic_Psy, and I really dig it. This looks really good. Your paint work on the metal here on the pipes look really, really nice. It's 1/12 scale fence, and it really looks nice. I like this little concrete part underneath to hold it all up, the base, and it's just looking really good. I like that. That's kind of fun. So awesome job to Galactic_Psy for a really nice prop piece. And next up is this display coming from Bambino_Dioramas, and I really like this. It's very vibrant with the green on the top here. This is an overhead view of this display. It's a Temple Ruins display for a Detolf, and I think you did a really, really good job on this. The sculpt is looking really good. It looks so fun. It looks like it just needs some figures on there, because it is going to display them so well. Look at the little tufts of grass that you've got in there. Looking great. I love these columns that you've got there. Really looking good. So awesome job to Bambino Dioramas. Again, another really, really nice display piece. There we go, we've got some figures now. So yes, this is looking really cool. Next is this display piece coming from High School Creations again, and I am really digging on this graffiti. It's so clean and so nice looking. I just really dig it. This is looking so good. Your bricks are looking really, really good. You did a really nice job with the paintwork throughout. I still can't get over the graffiti that you have on there. I don't know how you did that. I wish I had that skill. Awesome job with this display. Thank you so much for tagging it. Glad to be able to showcase it because it is looking really good. Next up is this bat signal from Clanaball. Not sure if I said that right, but this thing is looking really cool. I think this is a scratch built bat symbol or bat signal, and it is looking really good. Let's go ahead and cycle through. Look at the paintwork on this. The weathering on here and the rust look is so nice, and the sculpt is really looking good. Let's take a look. Yeah, here we go. Here is an in progress. Look at this. This is just foam, and I don't know if that looks like a Pringles. Yeah, probably a Pringles can, and then some lights and whatnot. This is just awesome. You took scrap pieces and you turned it into this. Amazing. Great work. Thank you so much for tagging it. This is so cool. Next is this display coming from Tom's Dioramas, and this is really looking solid. I like it. Let's see if there's any details here. It's a 1/12 scale alleyway, phone box. Okay, so let's go through here, take a look at these. I love that door. Man, that looks nice. Awesome job here. Lots of great detail. This little electrical box is looking pretty cool, especially with the pipes that are coming out that look to be like a copper color. So awesome job on this. You did a really, really nice job. Not much else to say. It's just a really, really cool display piece. And then last but not least is another one coming from Racer John Beto. This is a really cool display piece. I am glad to be able to showcase this. Look at the paint detail throughout. That is really nice. It looks really weathered. I love it. It's super cool. Look at the door. Wow, great job on your paintwork. This is just, look at that. That is amazing. I love it so much. You did a great job on the paintwork. The sculpt is looking on point. So awesome job to Racer John Beto. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Thank you to everybody who used the hashtag ThisWeekInDioramas this week to showcase your dioramas. I was glad to be able to do it. There's always too many for me to be able to showcase each week, and I do my best to be able to put as many of them in as I can. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Alrighty, we're not quite done yet because it is now time for me to reveal my top 5 of the week, and then you can go to the community tab on my channel to vote for your favorite of the week, and I will reveal the winner next week. And my top 5 are the Tiki Bar by 1 to 10 World, the Cartwright's Machine Shop by Craigs_Modeling Corner, the Apartment Complex by the Chris Lyons, the Warehouse Diorama by Henry715, and the Masters of the Universe Grayskull by Laser Shot. Make sure you go to the community tab like I said and vote for your favorite. Share this video out to get as many people watching it so that they can go vote as well. If you are one of the ones in the top 5, make sure you are sharing this to as many people as possible, and maybe you'll pad the vote a little bit in your favor. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode of This Week in Dioramas. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the bell notification so you find out about the next episode. Go out and share this video. Let's grow this show as much as we possibly can, and even more importantly, go upload your diorama projects and tag them with the This Week in Dioramas hashtag so I can find them, and I will see you next week.